Paul McNamara, apologize. So here we are, ready to start up game number 2 of the day on rink number 1. It's the Walpole Rebels taking on the Hingham Harbormen.
And Andrew, we are right out of the gate. The home team's supposed to wear white, and the white team's dark. And we got 2 dark shirts on.
We got red and we got blue, so it'll be an interesting game to call, an interesting game to look across your screen.
Not something that I
game between Walpole and
it's definitely
that.
Okay,
good,
and
Jamie.
Now, one of the feedback we're getting
contrast because it was white against green, but it is difficult to get the numbers down, and we'll work into that as we go on.
So we're coming up here on puck drop, talking to the Walpole coaches today. He says we have a very young team. Graduated a lot of kids last year.
Well, Hingham has a couple of older kids, but they lost some kids that left school too. Notably Luke McGinnis, who had a couple of years of eligibility left, a really good player, and he's gone to, I believe he's in a prep school. As kids from a lot of towns do go out and leave town, and some after they played for the high school, some before they played for the high school. But they'll miss McGinnis. He was a very good offensive defenseman, carried the puck a lot. We'll see who's going to step in and replace Luke McGinnis. But looking down the roster, we did get a chance to see Hingham a few times last year, and there's a couple of familiar names out there, but they're going to be young as well, Andrew. So, kind of a feeling out game here, and it's a good chance for both coaching staffs to see how their teams will, skate against live competition here where it doesn't count too.
That's one of the beauties of these little jamborees here, is you get sort of a secondary tryout with live competition. It's great.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, some of the coaches have said, today they haven't really made their final roster cuts either, so they're carrying larger teams, and maybe a kid here and there will end up on a JV team or a freshman team, and maybe conversely some guy who's slated as a 4th liner comes up here and scores a couple of goals, and all of a sudden the coach says, wow, how did I overlook him? He's going to be in our plans.
So just about ready for puck drop here. This is rink number 1. We have games going on all 6 sheets here today.
It's a busy day here in the hub of hockey, the hub of high school hockey, definitely at New England Sports Center today. And we're really happy to be able to bring it to you on MyHockeyLive.com. And we're ready for a big season here, and we're underway, Andrew.
So here we go. It's Hamilton across to Ivets, who sends it up across the blue line into the offensive zone, where Hingham controls, sends it out back into the neutral zone. Hingham brings it in around in the corner. Cycles out to the point. Puck comes back down into the Walpole end. Corcoran plays it behind his own net. Leaves it off, passes forward out. Now it's come back around, cycled around. Hingham holds it into blue. Steps out front. Tied up out front there. That was Ivets for Walpole with the tie-up. Puck down in the corner. Matt Egan carries, passes it out front. Corcoran with the save. Puck comes in across to the near boards. Walpole still can't clear. Held in, brought down into the corner now. That's Tim Farrow. And Walpole finally clears it down. The icing has been waved off. Walpole gets a much-needed change of skaters.
Yeah, a lot of energy here in the first group for Hingham. Number 8, Billy McNally, he's a veteran guy who saw a lot of ice time last year as well, and you can see his energy out there and good puck sense as he cruised around the offensive zone there, Andrew, and good job by Walpole to keep Hingham off the scoreboard here in the opening minutes.
So we have a draw coming down to the left of the screen. It'll be in the Hingham end.
Yeah, icing there as The long home run pass went wide, and good chance for the boys to change it up here.
So Harrington wins the puck down into the corner. Pass comes out of the corner up and through the neutral zone. Pass down, dumps in deep where 27 Gordon gives chase for Hingham. Walpole still with trouble clearing the puck. Here carries Andy Moore, crossing into the offensive zone. Hingham now controls down the corner. Up now coming across the red, and Hingham gets it in deep. That was number 15, Carson Torres. Walpole controls behind their net. Tries to set up a breakout. Hingham once again is able to hold it in, but puck squeaks nearly out. And now into the neutral zone. Nice cross-ice pass for Hingham coming back in. Not quite getting the shot off onto Corcoran. Puck comes into the corner. It's the captain for Walpole, Jim McKenna. Puck across into the neutral zone, and Hingham brings it right back in. This is 21, and we have another shot on goal. That was Will Jones.
Yeah, the whistles.
The whistle.
Yeah, it sounded like a whistle from our rink, but there's whistles from other rinks going. The last game we did that 2 or 3 times, thinking there was a whistle blown, and it was actually from another rink. But tight quarters here.
So Walpole wins the draw back into the corner, sends it around up to the near hash. Comes down back behind Corcoran. Once again, up the near side. That's number 7, John Buckley. Sends it across ice to Tyler Page, who gets it in deep for Walpole. Hingham controls in their own corner. Sends it across behind the goaltender. And stepping forward and out. Walpole sends it back in deep. That's Ryan Tierney with the dump. And now Hingham gets a change. Fresh skaters on the ice. Walpole brings it around behind Corcoran. Steps out to the near side is David Crosby. Gets it in deep. Number 4, Mike Salewski plays it for Hingham. And now comes across, carried across into the Walpole end. Puck behind Corcoran once again. Quick shot, deflected out front. Puck controlled by Bill McNally. Now cycling around to Daniels and out to the point. Quick shot, once again blocked by Walpole. And puck comes into the near corner. Walpole clears to center, and Hingham sends it right back in deep. Walpole cycles. Ivets carries, loses it at the blue line, but Walpole's able to clear it out. Dump in shallow into the offensive zone. Hingham controls and sends it back out. Here comes Matt Egan, gets it in deep on Corcoran, and he's going to take the draw in his own zone. So pretty good energy coming from both teams here. Hingham's been able to control the puck a little bit more down in Walpole's zone, but it's been relatively balanced going back and forth across the neutral zone.
You know, trying to pick up the numbers and the names here, Andrew. You guys may be watching, you may see and say, "Oh, we should pick it up because of the names on the back of the Walpole shirts." Every name's the same. It says Rebels.
They're all Rebels
on
here.
The back of the uniform. So,
shot in there for Walpole, and Hingham's able to clear out with a little hip check at the blue line. We're going to have a penalty coming on Walpole's number 23, I believe, for the trip. Nope. Walpole's 22, Dan Johnson.
Yeah, I didn't see the play there, Andrew, but giving Hingham a power play here about 6 minutes into the game is it's a tough thing for them to survive here. Most of the play's been in the Walpole end, and it's a good chance for Hingham here.
Hingham wins the draw back. Here on the near boards is McNally, cycles it around behind Corcoran. Walpole's able to get possession, but lose it quickly. That's Matt Egan with the shot from the point for Hingham. Bill McNally now gives chase along to the far boards. Egan back across the top of the point to O'Rourke, down to the near hash. That was Seliski. Back at the point. O'Rourke. Back to Seliski. To Daniels. In behind the net. Walpole is able to ice it down.
I'll tell you, the Hingham guys, those are veteran guys out there right now. They saw a lot of action last year. They know how to handle the puck, and it showed there. They didn't get a real good chance on net, but you know, it's still early in the year. They're trying to. It's going to be offsides here. They're still trying to feel their way around, but you can tell Hingham always is very well coached. They're always, the basics about hockey are always very well drilled, and they're schooled very well on that, and they don't make a lot of mistakes. And you saw it there, just the way they handled the puck. And you know, Walpole does not want to give Hingham too many power plays today.
Yeah, Walpole has been locked down in their own zone for much of the play here, but this time it's McCabe on the shorthanded, able to dump it in deep into the Hingham end, and Hingham will regroup. Coming out now to neutral, where Walpole controls again. It's Farrow.
All that being said, we're down to almost 10 seconds left of the penalty, so good job by Walpole.
It's a good kill. John Buckley now gives chase as Hingham breaks it out one more time. 6 seconds left in the penalty as they bring it in across and get the shot in on Corcoran. Goes across the crease and played on the near side, and a shot covered up by Corcoran. That was Stephen Jacobs with the shot. So the penalty's over. Walpole gets the kill, but they have one more face-off coming in their own end before they're fully clear of this. So it's Dan Hamilton with the draw for Walpole. Carson Torres ends up with the puck, and now Walpole carries out through the neutral zone. Pass up the middle, just misses off the stick of Kevin Quinn, but Walpole controls back in their own end.
Walpole's they're not a big team, but they're very quick. I mean, good skaters.
They're
the
moving
forwards
pretty
are
well
very
out
good
there.
skaters, and they can just connect on some of those passes. They're going to get some good scoring opportunities.
Puck comes across the crease and passed back to Ted McKinney. For Walpole at the blue line, gets a shot in. Sort of a loper that gets through some bodies, but they're able to play it out front. And here Hingham walks it across the red line, and they're going to dump it in deep and get a nice change of skaters. Walpole tries to clear, gets to center, and a whistle. Hand pass, perhaps.
I think Walpole, you know, getting by, killing that penalty, they got to build a little confidence from there. It looks like, I haven't seen the goaltender before, but he looks pretty steady in there, and you know, plays his angles very well and just stays on top of the puck, keeps his feet, and that's what it takes to stay in the game here.
He's child number 12, I believe, so he has some older brothers to pepper him with shots at home.
Oh my. More than peppering him with shots, yeah. I'm sure.
I used to play with his older brother. So Walpole controls coming out of the zone, tipped across the blue, and now Walpole gets chase. Once again, those skaters are moving their feet.
They skate very well as a team.
There's Cam Martin controls in the corner. Chuck Harrington gets it in deep.
Nice move.
Steps out is Martin. And Hingham takes it back around their goaltender, passes forward up to the near hash. And cross-ice pass to clear the zone. Here comes Hingham, walks across the blue, going down deep into the corner.
Seleski in deep, the defenseman.
Corner. Puck in behind Corcoran once again. For a moment, there are 3 red jerseys down below the goal line. They're giving very good pressure here, Hingham is.
Yeah, but that's a coach's nightmare too when the other team breaks out.
Saved by Corcoran, puck pops up in the air. Play continues down behind the goal line. It's tough to tell from our vantage point what's going on down in these corners here.
Yeah, you're right. This is a tough angle here,
but now Walpole carries out. That's Cam Martin carries through center, loses the puck, and is coming back to the near side, and play is whistled offsides. That was a nice opportunity for McNally if he was able to stay on sides. He didn't like the call, but
yeah, this is a line that's going to have to produce for Hingham. We talked about it before. They're all upperclassmen. They skate the puck very well. They work together very well, and they're going to have to, do a lot of the offensive workload for Coach Messina and the Hingham Harbormen as the season starts to get going. Give the younger kids time to work their way into feeling at home.
So Walpole wins the draw, but it sneaks out past the blue line, so they have to reset. Puck's now in deep behind Hingham. Dangerous pass out front, but number 7 for Hingham is able to clear it out.
Yeah, we don't have a number 7 on the roster, so
that's one of the things we're going to be dealing with a lot today.
Yeah. Well, as we said before,
our finalized roster.
As we said before, coaches are still looking at a lot of players, and although that guy, he looks familiar, and I apologize for not knowing who he is, but he looks familiar, like he might have been on the team last year, and we do have some rosters from last year that we'll reference maybe between the periods and see if we can pull that identity out to the forefront here.
McNally gets sent from the draw, and Daniels takes it, wins it back for Hingham. Puck comes forward. It's going to be icing's wave off, so Corcoran plays it, sends it behind his own net for Ivets, who sends it out, loses it, the blue line. Hingham has an opportunity here. Puck's loose in front of Corcoran. He's located it, but the puck comes out. Big scramble out front.
Egan thought he had a goal. 29, Egan put his hand up.
I'm not sure Corcoran even knew where the puck was, but with so many bodies out front, it hit something and went safely to the corner. So puck in behind once again. And now Walpole carries through neutral. Puck is played by Hingham goaltender Matt Peterson, who gets the start today. High stick coming, and we have a stoppage of play. So face-off coming for, as it was a high sticking in the offensive zone for Walpole. The puck's coming all the way back down to the defensive zone. So we'll have a draw here to the near side, to Corcoran's stick side, the right. So Jack Hennessy takes the draw, wins it for Hingham. Puck comes out to the point, down in, Hennessy digs in the corner. Controls and steps through. Nifty stick work to get it out to the point for a shot that's blocked down in front of Walpole. Corcoran. Puck goes now. The shot's deflected off of Corcoran's shoulder and up out of play, so we have another stoppage. Another face-off coming. Hingham's doing a great job keeping the puck in deep. So once again, it's Hennessy taking the draw for Hingham. And Walpole's able to clear it to the neutral zone. That's Kevin Quinn working hard to get it in deep. Dan Hamilton gives chase. Quick shot from the blue line. Gets blocked, but he gets it right back, is Andy Moore, who steps in deep. Now Dan Hamilton. But here's an opportunity coming for Hingham as Hennessy once again steps across. And right back and forth action. Walpole brings it out across the red line, and he tries to dump it in deep, but it's played by Hingham. Looking for the change there. He's unable to get everybody cleared out, but the puck sneaks in safely into the Walpole end. Change of forwards. Defense is still tired out there for Walpole, but Andy Moore loses the puck out front. Sneaks across the crease, and we're going to have an icing coming. Face-off back in the Walpole end.
Yeah, great play there by number 10, Ethan Iaria, the senior for Hingham. A good poke check and got it onto the stick of, it looked like Jack Forbes. You know, they work together very well. They played together a bit last year, so some more veterans here. That's Iaria on the draw, number 10.
Puck into the cornerbacks around Corcoran. Played by the Walpole captain, number 9, Jim McKenna, into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck, controlled on the far side by Greeley for Walpole. The Walpole breakout tends to be losing power as it gets into the neutral zone. They're struggling to keep it in the Hingham end. That's Harrington, sends it into the corner. Walpole's trying to set up a bit of a cycle, but Hingham clears it out. And here comes Hingham up the far side. It's number 20.
Yeah, we're missing number 20 and number 7 in the red. Are unidentified guys at this point.
And we have 26 as a goalie.
Actually, 20 might be Dan Shea.
Shea. In any case, he had a nice play coming up the far side to get the puck in deep. Dangerous pass by the Walpole captain, McKenna, is kept in at the blue line by him. Now he carries out. And another icing by Walpole.
Yeah, trying to make hide and hair of some of the rosters at this point it's frustrating, but we give it our best.
Of course.
That is DeMellis there, number 9.
DeMellis.
Yeah, the handwriting was a little tough to decipher, but I remember him from last year as a sophomore. Good player.
Puck comes around to the near hash. Kept in there by 33 for Hingham.
Another non-rostered guy here.
Another shot from the point. Puck's loose, but it's behind the net. DeMellis passes out to the point with a quick shot out. A loose puck kept in by number 4,
Yeah, it's Selesky.
Strong blue line play here by Selesky.
Someone's trying to kill the clock here as we get down to 10 seconds left.
And we finally get a whistle. So 8.9 left in the first period here. We still have no score, though. Hingham seems to be dominating the possession battle anyway. So face-off coming here in the Walpole end. Draw to be taken by Carson Torres for, nope, that's number 26 again, for Hingham. Wins draw back to the point, and time will expire.
So at the end of one, we're scoreless here between Hingham and Walpole. The teams will take a break, and we're going to take a break here too, and have an opportunity to speak with somebody with a unique story here. It isn't often you hear about teams starting out of nowhere here, but they've done that in Norton, right?
Right.
And you are?
Rick Palin.
Rick Palin, who's president of the
Norton Hockey Organization.
Norton Hockey. And they are here today. I think the varsity's facing off against Assabet, or
yes,
in one of the two 15-minute period games,
right.
and it's a first. It's a first for Norton.
Actually, it's a first this year. We started last year.
Okay.
That was our first full season.
Yeah.
So this will be our second season, but it's pretty exciting stuff for our kids.
So how did it all get going, Rick?
It's just a bunch of motivated parents in what turned out to be a great community that was hungry for hockey. We found out once it got approved by the school committee that there were a lot of people willing to get behind it financially and otherwise. And,
so has there been a youth program previously, or did kids go to different towns?
There's not a Norton youth program.
Okay.
There are programs in the surrounding area, youth hockey programs, and then the middle school program was really the impetus for the high school program. There are two middle school teams that compete in Foxborough in a big league there. I think there's about 60 teams there.
Wow.
But from junior high, there was not that next step to go to high school.
If they wanted to keep playing hockey, they'd have to go to another school or a private school, or maybe there was an arrangement they could play for another town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So some kids were school choice, or some kids went to private, but those who went to Norton High were out of luck. So now kids who want to pursue a varsity hockey career have an option at Norton High School.
That's awesome. And how many kids in the program about?
Right now, this year, we had 24 come out.
And are they spread throughout among the 4 grades, or is it more younger kids? Or
well, a lot of the older kids, had already committed once we got the program approved. They were already somewhere else. It's the upperclassmen.
Yeah, sure.
So we're heavy on the lower classes. In fact, we have a couple of 8th graders we got waivers for just to fill out the roster.
Nice.
8th, 9th, and 10th grades are our biggest. We're a young team, obviously. That's our biggest.
So a brand new program at Norton High School. And what league will you be playing in?
Well, we're independent.
Okay.
Until we build it
at
up.
Division
3.
Okay.
So we would be a Tri-Valley League team, but that would be a pretty big
jump.
You
want to keep the program going.
All right, I mean, that's one of the stronger leagues in the state. So, you know, we're taking a more measured approach, independent schedule, D3, playing teams we feel like we can compete with, and we did compete pretty well last year. I think we finished 5-14-1, which wasn't bad for a first year.
Sure. We're watching Walpole in the dark blue here, the Navy against Hingham in red. We're scoreless in period number 2, and we're just taking a couple of minutes to take the opportunity to talk to Rick Gilpin. Rick Palin.
That's okay.
Got like Sarah, his cousin Sarah.
There you go.
Rick Palin from Norton, and Norton has a brand new high school hockey team and competing for the 2nd year now. And it's a great story. It's a great story out of nowhere.
It's a great story. I do, you know, a lot of people I talk to, especially out of the state of Massachusetts, are shocked that there was actually a town without a hockey team.
Right.
Without a high school hockey team.
I mean, you got a TPG golf facility, but not a high school hockey team.
Exactly. Yeah, good point. Good point. So, you know, now we have that, and the kids are great. I mean, the one thing about our kids is, you know, they want to win, but I think they've been really welcoming to other kids who don't have as much experience. I mean, we do have kids who have been playing high school hockey their whole life.
Yeah.
But we also have kids who said, you know what, I'm a pond hockey player, or I haven't played that often, or that much organized hockey. I'd like to give it a try. And I don't think there's a sense of our experienced kids looking down on them. They kind of welcome them in and say, hey, we're trying to build something here.
Brotherhood.
So, right, exactly.
So it's one team now, right? A varsity team?
Just a varsity team.
And are there plans down the road to expand the program possibly?
Yeah, I mean, we'd like to get it to a point where we can have a JV team. And you know, I think we kind of need to get to that point before we can entertain the TVL, get our numbers up. We've got to stop the defections to the private schools, which I think is a challenge for every town always. But
it is. So one step at a time.
But exactly.
And just final, Rick Palin from Norton, what about the coaching staff?
Yes, great coach. Coach Hegney, Kyle Hegney, who's an assistant at Fian for 10 years. He actually was on the staff of a River Rats team that won the national championship a couple of years ago.
Great experience.
So we're really fortunate to have a guy with that level of experience with our team to take a young team like what we have. So we're very happy with Kyle.
Excellent. Well, hopefully MyHockeyLive will be down to cover some games throughout the season.
Yeah, we're down at Foxborough.
That's pretty handy.
That's where we play.
All right, Rick Palin from Norton, thanks for taking the time to come by.
I appreciate it.
Best of luck with the Norton high school hockey program.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to come back. We're going to bring Andrew John Domenico back in for the play-by-play as we continue. 13:09 to go, second period of play here. And Walpole, Andrew, actually with a little bit of a jump here in the second period.
Is there a second penalty here called?
They're on the power play here. Is Hingham
able to kill off the first penalty, but Walpole gets another minute and a half on the board, although they're hemmed in their own end at the moment. Here is Harrington carrying out. Nice hit there. Loses the puck, but it stays in deep, but Hingham controls in the corner and sends it down the ice.
We're going to get a high-sticking territorial infraction here, and the faceoff's going to come back down in the Rebels' end here, and not what they want to do with the power play here.
Not at all. So we have Liam McCabe taking the draw for the Rebels. That was McNally for the Harbormen. And even with man down, Hingham's able to keep control of the puck. Puck comes out across to the far side with a nice pass up from Ivets. Puck in deep, steps out in front, bouncing puck goes over the net. Another shot by Walpole. That was number 8, Martin. And Hingham clears to center. Farrow steps it across in deep. Puck tipped forward now. And we're back to 5-on-5 here. Ivets controls behind Walpole's net. The goalies have changed now. We have Andrew Abbott in net. Puck out front. quick shot controlled by Walpole out front, but now it's number 5 for Walpole. Hamilton skating up through neutral, steps into the Hingham end and gets it in deep. Change of forwards. Battling for control here, and stepping out is Hingham. Tip by Jeff Gordon, gets it in deep. Icing was waved off as it went in rather softly. Walpole's trying to clear out one more time, and they'll have to regroup, taking it in behind Abbott. Control at the blue line and a shot in. That was Will Jones with the shot in from the blue line that Abbott has to glove down and take the defensive zone faceoff.
I know who that guy is. Think of it.
Walpole wins the draw. Up, quick pass. Can't be controlled by Buckley and goes in deep, but he's the first man into the corner. He gets laid out in the corner. And he doesn't like it. Stepping out, and a goal scored by Walpole. Puck came off the hash. He just stepped out. Very little resistance out front. Looked like number 14 for Walpole with the goal, Liam McCabe. So 10-18 left here in the final period. Walpole takes a 1-0 lead. Hingham's been in control for the most part, with Walpole being able to get a little bit of skating going. Another dump in deep, and Walpole gives chase. Hingham clears. Offsides call as DeMellis takes it across the line, just a step ahead. So face-off coming just outside the blue line, Walpole blue line on the near side. Draw to be taken by Chuck Harrington. Scrum, and he steps away from it, across the red line, and gets it in deep into the corner. Although we have an offsides call.
Well, Walpole has weathered the storm pretty well here, Andrew, and certainly Corcoran did a great job in the first period to keep him in it, and now they've said, hey, it's nothing, we're not losing, let's go out and get one and take the lead, and they did that.
So we had a goalie change here for Hingham as well. We have Andrew Eller in net for this second period. Puck comes across the blue line, controlled by Hingham, and a quick shot. Abbott pops the puck up in the air and is able to glove it down.
What a great wrist shot by McNally there. He couldn't find the handle, and then he said, what the heck, let's throw it on net. And boy, it caught Abbott a little bit by surprise, but good job to recover it by Andrew, and he held his ground there and made the save.
So another offensive zone face-off for Hingham. Wind it down into the corner, but Walpole controls out, but not out. Whistle for high stick, it appears. There's a bit of a scuffle out front.
Yeah, I think the officials lost sight of the puck. It was still loose, but
it ended up on top of the net, actually.
Yeah, and it was put on there by a Hingham player, so the faceoff's going to come all the way back down in the Hingham end.
So it's McNally to take the draw. McNally to take the draw for Hingham in his own zone off the stick side of Eller. Walpole gives chase into the corner, but Hingham carries out. Here comes DeMellis out through neutral zone, but Walpole steals. Stepping in is 23 for Walpole. We don't have him. He gets a shot off, and the puck goes into the corner. Puck comes through neutral. Walpole controls, but sends it back, and Hingham has it, sends it in deep. Change of skaters for Hingham coming as Walpole brings it back out of their own end. It's Farrow across to
Hamilton.
And now the puck sent back in. Farrow recollects. Sends it out along the near boards, and it's going to go down all the way for an ice.
That does not hurt them right now. They need a change. If this were a college game, they wouldn't be able to allow. They wouldn't be allowed to change up here on an icing. But it's high school, and you can still use that to your advantage. And those guys were a little bit winded, and they did the smart thing there.
So face-off coming here in the offensive zone for Hingham, taken by number 26. The draw wins it across towards the slot, but it's cleared down into the corner. Puck bounces out to the blue line, held in there by Will Jones. But Walpole controls in the corner, sends it out to number 6, Cosby, on the far hash. And we have the play whistle dead.
Yeah, I thought Jones was able to keep that in with the boot of his skate, but evidently it trickled over the line. Good shot of the Walpole bench there with the concerned mentor there.
So Walpole wins the draw back into their own zone, and the puck goes up into the Walpole bench.
A few stoppages in play here. It's like a hurry up and wait here. The teams look a little bit tired here for the first outing, and you know, it's a good chance to see where you're at and assess what you got to work on this week in practice.
They are big teams. They fill these benches.
Yep.
So the draw is won by Hingham into the corner. And brought around now. Walpole controls out. Here comes Harrington streaking up the near side, and he gets knocked off the puck very nicely by number 27.
I think he tried to make a little pond hockey move there with the toe drag, and Hingham's Jeff Gordon wanted none of it.
So Hingham steps out across the blue line into the neutral zone. Walpole tries to seam him in at the point, but the puck comes in deep, bouncing puck out to the blue line. Quick shot.
Through some traffic.
Through some traffic. Abbott lost control of it, but it goes safely wide of the net. And now comes to the near side.
I think that's Dan Shea, number 20.
Here's an opportunity from Walpole, and they'll just send it into the corner. That was Cam Martin.
Boy, good job by Martin there. It was 1-on-3, and he needed a change. Gave his mates some time there. Good play.
Here comes an opportunity for Moore, gets it into the corner. Puck comes safely across for Hingham's control. They had 3 red jerseys out in front of their net, nothing in blue.
Wow,
so Walpole
an
now.
Official sandwich over there.
Walpole controls in their corner. There's Hamilton down there. Brings it across the near side. That's Andrew Moore. Dangerous puck at the blue lines, kept in by Hingham. And we're going to have another icing on Walpole.
You know, I was just going to say, Walpole plays smart, taking it out of their end all the time. They do basic clears very well, and guys are in position, but just I didn't get the number there of the right wing there. Try to outthink and go in the middle when a Hingham guy was coming out of the zone. You know, use the boards, take a couple of strides, and make the safe play there.
Right, Walpole's been able to
from
turn
up here, by the way. I'm not a genius. It's just easy from up here.
Shot in. Abbott controls and covers. So we'll have another face-off coming now to the glove side of Abbott. So taking the draw for Hingham is number 10, Iaria. Lining up against Walpole's Liam McCabe. Puck comes in deep into the corner. Walpole.
Is that whistle from the other rink? I thought we would get the call here.
Jay Bloom for Walpole, and now it's controlled by Andy Moore. And he loses it. Puck comes in to the Walpole end. Hingham in center ice, sends it in deep. And they're going to get a change. Whistled, dead.
Hingham
puck out of play.
A little double shift here as McNally's line is right back out. They just went off the ice, and Hingham with 6 good veteran forwards. The threesome that was just out there, Shea, Iaria, and Forbes. And now they come right back with the McNally line between DeMellis and I believe on the other wing it's Matt Egan.
Draw won by Walpole's Harrington. But Hingham controls just inside their end. And Hingham carries across. Pass out front in traffic, but Abbott leaves a juicy rebound. Walpole's able to clear it out. So DeMellis controls now in his own end, steps across his blue line, passes forward to McNally. Brings it in strongly into the Walpole end, but loose puck is cleared by Walpole. Puck comes now deep into the corner behind Abbott. Walpole captain McKenna gets it in deep back into his own end to avoid taking it through 3 bodies of the blue line. Hingham's doing a pretty good job cycling here, but Walpole's getting in their way. So here's an opportunity for Walpole. They have a 2-on-1 coming, but Hamilton loses his footing at the blue line, and Hingham's able to recollect the puck, send it back across center ice. Walpole gets it in deep once again. Puck knocked down in a nifty move by Matt Morris, but once again cleared by Hingham. Coming at me now is Drew Hickey. Carries, pass forward to O'Rourke. Now McNally with a shot that goes wide of the net. And we have a stoppage. So another face-off coming, offensive zone face-off for Hingham. To the stick side of Abbott. The Rebels, McCabe takes the draw against number 26 for Hingham, who wins it back to the point, and he spins, he takes a shot, bounces off the body and goes wide of the net. Puck comes out to the blue line, another shot, this one gloved down by Abbott, so we have another face-off coming. So 3:50 left here in the last period. Walpole leads 1-0 as the face-off comes in front of Walpole's goaltender, Abbott. Puck comes held in by Hingham's number 15, Torres. Puck goes out to the blue, controlled there and sent back into the corner. And the puck sent right back into the Walpole end. Down deep in the corner. Walpole carries out and gets it in deep to the Hingham end. This is Stephen Jacobs for Hingham. Gets it out into the neutral zone. Will Jones across ice. And stolen there by the Walpole captain. Gets shot off, sticks flying in the air. That was Jim McKenna with the shot.
Nice play, good heads up by McKenna.
Able to knock the puck down out of the air and get a quick shot off. But the Hingham player was able to get a stick on the shot. And here comes Hingham with a quick break through the ice. This is number 10. Zayaria.
Good goal scorer there.
Moving his feet well through the neutral zone. Puck gloved down though by Abbott, and we have another face-off coming in the Walpole end. So Zayaria takes the draw for Hingham, wins it back. Held in at the point, but Walpole controls now, gets it out through the neutral, but back into the Walpole end. Abbott plays it into the corner. Flipped out. And now deep into the Hingham end.
Walpole guys move their feet well when they get a chance from the blue line in.
And here comes Hingham back up the near boards. That's number 20, we believe, Shea.
Yeah, Danny Shea.
Controlled.
Walpole got away with a little bit of a high stick there on Shea.
Now it's Quinn for Walpole. Sends it out to the point, held in, and quick shot through traffic. Bouncing puck is sent into the upper netting.
Yeah, Zayaria with a golden opportunity right there. It looked like he had an open net for the moment and just can't convert. It's that tough 6x4 looking at you right in the eye.
So here we go with another draw. 1:41 left in the period. This one's outside the Walpole zone.
Andrew, we talked about it in the last game because it was 2-1 late in the game. Interested to see if the coaches play it like a real game and pull their goalie if they have the opportunity here.
In the last game, there was no goalie pulled, but they still scored a goal right at the end. So Walpole steps out across the blue. They can't quite get out. It was held in by Selesky. He's had a very good day on the point there.
He's a big guy. Yeah, Walpole's got to get this out of the zone.
Plays with a strong stick.
Job one here.
Puck in behind Abbott. Hingham cycling out to Selesky. He steps around the player, gets a shot, pass across, but nobody home in the slot.
Nice play by O'Rourke, number 6 here.
Once again, passed out front. That was DeMellis.
Boy, Hingham's throwing everything at him right now. Good job by Walpole to hold the fort there, and we're going to get a whistle. I think the net
Stoppage.
Come off.
Yeah, the net came off its stanchion.
Well, in a regular season game, there'd be a timeout right here automatically. I don't think they're offering those luxuries today. It's more of a get out and skate here.
So 36.8 seconds left here. Walpole leads 1-0. Puck drop coming here to Abbott's stick side. Hingham's number 26 on the draw. It's Hennessy. He's centering between Gordon and Torres. Walpole's number 11. Harrington to take the draw for the Rebels.
And no goalie pull here either, Andrew, so they answer our question.
One back by Walpole, but not out. Shot coming from the point, controlled by Abbott.
Nice play by Abbott. Hold his ground right there and keep that angle. And nice job of the Walpole defense to avoid any sticks getting poked in there by Hingham to try to tip anything.
So Walpole changes out the center. Now it's Hamilton to take the draw for the Rebels. He wins it back. 28 seconds left here in the period. Puck's down in the near corner. Out to the point. That was held in by O'Rourke. Quick shot from the near hash. And the puck's cleared once again to center.
Great play by Andy Moore, the defenseman number 24 for Walpole, right there to block that kid.
O'Rourke gets it in deep into the far corner. 4 seconds left. And we have a bit of a scrum down in the corner as time expires. So we're playing 2 periods here, so that's a game.
Yeah, so we had a tie game in the first one here in Rink 1, and now a 1-goal game and 4 periods of play here, and there've only been 5 goals scored among these 4 teams. So defensive struggle, kids still getting their legs and playing a little bit close to the vest, but really some good goaltending performances. And
For sure.
In this one by all 4 goaltenders, some good saves made.
Yeah, Hingham started out the game very strong, keeping the puck down deep in the Walpole end, but as the game went on, we were able to clear it out, and Walpole was able to put one in on sort of a broken play as the puck bounced out off the boards.
Yeah, good job by Walpole. They win it 1-0. For Andrew John Domenico and Pat Serio, I'm Paul McNamara. We're going to throw it right back to Jimmy Young for Between Game Talk.